Hey guys, welcome to AP Disc Golf. I thought it would be a great idea for my first video to do an in the bag video. It's a great way to see some of the things I've been throwing. Like I said in the intro, welcome to the channel video. I throw strictly MVP Axiom stuff, so I'm excited to show you what I've been throwing. My bag changes a whole lot, but this is kind of where it sits currently. I've been trying out some new molds, so we're kind of going to see, let's see what I got. Alright, I've been putting with Nomads. These are both in Electron soft. I like the soft plastic for the grip and all weather conditions, especially the cold. As we're in winter time, the soft plastic has great grip in the cold. This is a beaded putter. I've come to like beaded putters. I like where the bead kind of sits right in the nook on my finger right there. It just kind of sits and gets some good spin and pop to it. This is a great all-around putter. Let's see, I'm also been throwing some Nomads. I got 3 of them. First one is Electron Medium. This one has some really great grip. I've been throwing it for these straight shots. It's got some fade to it, so it handles the wind really well. I don't throw it in a lot of headwinds, but I can throw it on hyzer and it pops up a little bit and flies straight. Or if I throw it flat, it's got some turn and then fade back to it. All around, it's a great putter. I have this Electron soft one. I got this one a few years ago. I was putting with it, but it's gotten a little too floaty for me. So now I've been trying to throw it. It's kind of flippy, so it's got some turn to it. So I like to throw it for that. Throw it in the woods. Throw it on some hyzer and it flips up and it just flies really far. This is a plasma Nomad. I've been kind of trying this one out. Been throwing it for some straight shots with a little bit of fade. You can throw it on that turnover lines. It just kind of glides. One of the things I found out with the Nomad that I really like about throwing it, if you need to throw a hyzer, it just goes. It goes so far and it just, you definitely see the 4 glide in it. I also, what I use for approaches are glitches. This is a Neutron soft glitch. This one I throw for, I've been using it for a turnover putter. I like to throw it kind of flat and it just turns and just floats right into the basket. It has a little bit of stability to it, it comes out of it, but otherwise I like to throw it through tight gaps in the woods or some hyzer flips. And it just goes. Overall, it's a really good disc to just throw for fun, play catch with it. You can definitely see the 7 glide in it. It flies really far. This one is a Eclipse Hex. I just got this one in my Gyro Palooza box. I'm going to do a video on that here soon. But this one, it's got everything that the normal glitch does, but it's got some super stability. This one is 163 grams compared to the 150 gram one. The other one was, but this one, you can still get some turn to it, but it's actually pretty stable. You throw it on hyzer and it kind of flips up a little bit, but it just mainly just holds the line. It's really great. And my main disc that I like to throw is a Envy. This one's a soft Envy. I recently just got this one in the summer, and it just goes forever. It flies really far. It stays, fights the wind really well. The Envy is one of those discs that I have just come to like and to love. It's a bomber. It's the farthest throwing putter that there is out there. It's just awesome. Let's get into my mids now. I carry a couple mids. This one, I kind of use it as a mid, even though it's not really a mid. This is a Neutron Tempo. This one is going to be kind of like your overstable approach putter. Don't throw it that much. If I need to fight a headwind that I know that the Envy is not going to handle, I throw this one. Or if I need something to just dump left for a right hand backhand throw, that's what I throw it for. Sometimes I'll throw it on forehands, but not very much. My forehand is trash. But all around, it's a fun disc to throw. It's really similar to another disc in my bag, so I don't really know if I'm going to keep it in there or not. But we'll see. This next mid-range is a uplink. I got this one in a Gyro Palooza 2 years ago. This thing is awesome. I like to throw this one on turnover shots, really long turnover shots for mid-range. The hyzer flips in the woods. I was recently in Florida and I played around, and this thing was getting to work. I was throwing on hyzer flip the turns, throwing it flat on some hyzers, and it flipped up and stayed straight. It's a really great flippy mid-range. I would recommend that for beginners. It's pretty awesome. This next one I just got in this year's Gyropalooza. It is a Detour. This is James Conrad's new Team Series disc. This thing, I played one round with it. It's kicked my flippy hex out of the bag. This one you can throw flat and it's got some turn. You throw it from straight hyzer flips up and it just goes straight. A little bit about this one. The first time I threw it right into a tree. So you know, you got to get it seasoned in. But it's a really fun disc. I'm interested to see how it beats in and how it flies on some other lines I'm going to try it on. The next mid-range is a hex. This is a neutron hex. This one just straight up bombs. I think I can throw this thing about 300 feet on a good day. It's a really good mid-range. Kind of throw it little hyzer, it flips up. You throw it flat, it turns and comes back. It's just a really fun disc. The hex is one of those that I didn't really like at first, but once I started throwing it, I just fell in love with it. I can't take it out of my bag. It's just one of those just great straight mid-ranges. This next one is a Eclipse hex. It's glow, so it's more stable. This one I like to throw for those shots, those hex shots that I need to throw in a headwind, or I need it to dump left a little bit more. This one is really fun. I like to throw this one on forehands. I feel like it can handle the torque that I have. So it's really great fun disc to throw. This last mid-range is a Pyro. This one is the one that's really similar to the Tempo. Except for this is a 5.40 2.5. I think the Tempo is a 4-speed. They're pretty similar. This one doesn't come out that much unless I have some really strong headwinds, or if I need something to just dump left. I know there's a couple holes up here that I'll throw this on. It's great fun disc. It's really flat, so I like to throw it on. I like for forehand. Throwing on some forehand flex lines is what I use it for. It's pretty nice. Let's get into some fairways. This fairway is a Fission Crave. The Crave was one of the first MVP discs that I got, and I love it. When I first started throwing it, it was kind of stable. This one is pretty neutral. The Crave is one of those that has some sneaky distance. Like it's like a distance driver in disguise. It's got a lot of glide. This one, I can throw it hard flat and get some turn and comes back. Throw it on little hyzer flips. If you need a disc to learn a forehand, Crave is a good disc. Probably not in the Fission plastic, but it's still a good disc to throw. To learn anything to learn forehands on. See, this next fairway I've been trying out. This is a Axiom Trance. It's in Proton Prism. You can see the prism rim here. It's not a regular mold. I got this in an OTB package from the OTB Open, but this thing, it's really interesting. It's almost like a faster Crave, but right now it's a little bit more stable because it's kind of new. But this I can throw and I get some S turn out of it. It's a really good distance fairway. I'm trying to beat it in, throw it for turnover shots, but it's taking a while. MVP takes a lot of time to beat in, which is good, but not when you're looking for a particular shot sometimes. But the Trance, it's a really good disc. See, my next fairway, this is one that I took a step of after the Crave. It's the Volt, the Volt. This one is an Electron plastic. This one is so beat up. It's really flippy. You can throw it on rollers. I can throw it on some steep hyzer and it flips up and just carries and fades at the end. It's really fun to throw. I like the Volt because it comes in Electron. The Electron ones are a little bit less stable and they beat in really fast. So if you need like a quick kind of disc to beat in, go with the Volt. Another Volt I have is a Fission Volt. This one's 166 grams. Yes, it's lightweight, but it still has the stability of a Volt, which I really like. This one, it just pumps straight and then fades. It goes a really long way. It's a fun disc to throw. But this one is a Neutron Volt. This one is a little bit more stable. I like the grip that the Neutron has. This one is really fun to throw in some flex lines. You can throw really far, throw some hyzer lines with it. This one on forehand, if I need to. It's fun to throw. So the next one I have is the Terra. This is another one of James Conrad's discs. So I'll start with this one. This one is an Electron. This one flies just like a Volt, but it's got the feel of the Terra, and it's got like some super glide compared to the normal Terra. I just feel like it goes straight for a long ways and then dumps. I like to throw this on forehand sometimes, and like I said, I like the grip of the Electron plastic. Let's see here. I'm gonna go with this one. This one is a Neutron Volt. This one's really domey, so you can compare it to these two, which means it's got some super glide to it. It's got all the stability of the Terra, but it's got a lot of glide, and it goes really far and just dumps. It's really fun. So I usually throw the Terra in a headwind that I know that the Volt might not handle. This one is another Neutron Volt. This one is flatter. I like to throw this one on forehands, but I also like to throw it just hard and flat and just let it fade. It's a fun disc to throw. Alright, let's get into my distance drivers. I have 5. Start with the most understable. This is a Fission Wave. It's 166 grams. This one I only use for long bomber turnover shots, or some long hyzer flips, some rollers sometimes. It's more of a utility disc now. The Wave was one of those that I started throwing when I didn't have the arm, and then it just got so unstable. And it doesn't matter what wave it is, it's going to be flippy for me. It's a really fun disc. The next one is the Zenith, another James Conrad disc. I really like the Zenith. This one, it's an 11-speed Volt. That's why I like it. It feels just like the same thing. Now this one is a little bit flatter, and it's a little bit lighter, but this one, it goes really far. It's got some turn to it. This one I can see the turn out of it. And this one I like the forehand because it's flatter. And for me, on my forehand, this thing just holds straight for a long ways and then dumps at the end. It's a really fun disc to throw. Let's see, this one is a Zenith as well, but this one is a little bit more domey. I don't know if you can tell. But this one has a lot more glide compared to the other one does, so that's why I like to throw it. It feels like it just wants to stay in the air for a long way. The last two is the new Salmon Line Time Lapse. I got 2 of them here. I got this one in a Gyropalooza pack, and this one I just bought. But this one, second one here, they feel about the same. I like the dome on it for a distance driver, but this one, it's a little bit lighter at 171, and this one feels like it's got a little less stability to it. Like, it's still stable, still dumps at the end and fades, but it's got some pushing fade. It's got a little bit more turn out of it, and you can see the glide. This one is max weight at 175, and this one just wants to get to the ground. It would be really great to throw in headwinds, which is what I'd use it for. I'm interested to beat these in and kind of see what they do after they're beat in. They're brand new. I've only played 1 round with them. Didn't really throw them that much because the course didn't really call for it. But overall, just a great fun disc to throw. So that's what's in my bag. That's what I carry. Like I said, it rotates a lot. I'm trying out some new stuff. We're getting into the winter, so I don't really know how much I'll get to play and how much I get to film some recording of out on the course, but I'm gonna try my best. Some accessories that I have. Let's see. I gotta have a towel, because you gotta have a towel. I have a grip sack that I like to use. It's a whale sack. But this thing is a rainy days bag. It's got some chalk in it. It's pretty great. I got a flight towel. Flight towels are good to warm up with, plus it's a towel. We got another towel, and every amateur has got to have a disc retriever. I don't use it a whole lot, but when you need it, it's good to have. I carry the Axiom Light Watermelon Special Edition bag. I was carrying another bag for a little while, and I got this one. This one's just taking over. There's not a whole lot of space, but it holds everything that I need for a round. and I love it. So if you like what you saw in the video, like what I throw, like I said, I throw MVP. Everything feels great. Everything flies great. I'm not sponsored. I just like their stuff. Soon I'll be having some reviews of some of these coming out. We'll get some clips of me throwing on the course. And make sure you comment, you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.